Welcome to this short special projects episode of This Old Mannequin. We'll be doing a lot of these different episodes, and these are more focused on things that I'm going to build or things that we're going to do for the community, the simulation community, and just any sort of special projects and that sort of thing. And this one here started with an interesting conversation. It was on the Facebook message boards, I think it was, or on this person's Facebook page, and it was talking about how he couldn't keep his mannequins connected, and that just didn't sit right with me. And so I thought about it for a while, and I thought about just different projects and different ways of handling this situation. And this person has a unique sort of flow with their sims. They do a lot of in-house sims and traditional things, but they do a lot of moving sims as well. And they'll do some like austere medicine and outside sims. So this is a unique challenge because they need to be able to connect all their mannequins together in all sorts of environments. And so I kind of thought about a wireless router because I know that at my center, I've got all of my mannequins connected by a wireless router, and it just works great. So I thought, well, what if I could just get them a little wireless router that would work, but it has to work in a lot of different environments. And I found this one on Amazon, and then I found something unique I use in the geocaching community a lot for my cell phone is a battery backup. And I thought, well, what if I just paired this router with this battery, and maybe he'd be able to battery-powered connect it all and do that sort of thing. And so that's what I did. I first grabbed this router, and I tried to find a battery that was square, small, but had enough juice in it that it would last a long time. In a conversation with a good friend of mine, told me that the firmware on this router was not to be trusted, and there could be some kind of creepy crawlies in this. So when I learned that, it went away. Then we grabbed the TP-Link router. And there's links to all this stuff in the show notes and that sort of thing. But TP-Link is a reputable company, and you can upgrade their firmware pretty easily. A lot of the other companies will use these to connect mannequins. I've seen a lot of in the message boards and things like that. So I know it's reliable, I know it's powerful, and I know it's pretty strong. So it powers by a 5-watt USB cable, and which means I can use this. But this was kind of cumbersome, and I wanted to make it some package that he could just, either hang or stick or throw or somewhere that wouldn't be in the way and just wouldn't be a pain in the butt. So I went to designing. And I'm not a huge 3D designer, but, I came up with something. And that was this, through many different revisions and a lot of time and heartache learning what not to do, I came up with this bracket. And so what's nice about it is the router just fits right in there, like so, and then so does the battery. And it holds both together. And then we even have a bottom plate for it. And so that just kind of clips right on and makes it one nice package, okay? And then my mind wandered again, and I thought about, well, what if he'd want to hang it on the bottom of a cot or something like that? And so then I came up with another version that has a little hook on the top of it. And then I said, okay, other people, I'm going to end up releasing this out to everybody for free. It's on Thingiverse right now. The link will be in the show notes as well. What if they have other applications? So my brain went right to a magnetic base. And I'll be honest, these magnets, it didn't work. So this was I included it up there. You can use it if you want, but you probably have to use a lot stronger magnets. This did not work. I stuck to my refrigerator or my dry erase board back there, and it just kind of slid right off. Then I made one with suction cups. And that seems silly because suction cups are kind of hit or miss. So I made it with the suction cups, tested it, and I didn't use as much rigidity in the feet, and the suction cup stuck so well to this countertop it ripped it apart. So I'd say that was a win. So very surprised that works. But the file should have all of these components, whether it's the flat base with a flat top, the the hanging top or these other two tops in it. And free to use, just to try to help some folks out. What I'm thinking is going from, say, a hospital or an ambulance into a hospital, doing in situ. Sometimes you just don't have power where you want it. This will give you a pretty darn good option. When I ran it connected to a nursing end simulator by Laerdal, a patient monitor, and a control surface, I did, it connected for about 6 hours. It had 70% battery left at the end. Don't be fooled, it's a lot like your gas tank. When it gets down to that last 30%, it drops like a rock. So I'm guessing you probably get about 12 hours out of it. And that's a pretty good number for just like $35 or $40 access point, and I think the battery was in the 35 range too. A free file I designed for you and released out for you, and it's a pretty nice option. And I was just about ready to ship this out, and then somebody told me what Laerdal was releasing, and that was another router that I was unaware of, and this is the one that Laerdal, you can see they've got their little sticker on there, issued out to a friend of mine, so I have to return this. But this is the Slate router, and it's another USB powered or 5-watt powered router, and it's got some pretty good chops and pretty good power in it as well. But this one is pretty large, and it's different how it was going to connect and work, and I wasn't quite sure, but I made it work. So I'm still tweaking this one. This will be up very soon, but this one's more of kind of a puzzle box, and I was hoping the antennas would fold down while it was in the bracket. It probably will, but I wouldn't recommend it. It puts some stress on those antennas, and I wouldn't recommend it. So I've got a second battery here as well, and so that orients to where the ports are. Also, I try to leave as many windows as open so you could access all of this and be able to do. I didn't come up with any sort of nifty routing for the wire or cable or anything like that. It's pretty darn simple. All you're going to use is the standard USB, oh darn, I can't remember. I think it's a USB-A to a USB micro. In this one, the battery kind of slides in before you assemble it and that sort of thing. But again, this is all free for you, and this will be released on Thingiverse probably before this video comes out, and everything kind of locks in there as well. Your antennas stick up, and it turns out to be a pretty good package. So I just want to get this video out there. I got to ship this one out to the person I designed it for. Like I said, right now this file is completely out. It's all free. It's all just there to help the community. This one's coming very, very soon, and hope you enjoy. If you have any problems, if you come up with a better solution or anything like that, leave a comment, contact me, let me see what I can do, because this was just something to help all of us run better simulations absolutely anywhere that we would ever have to. That's the goal. So, hope you enjoy. My name is David Schaublock for This Old Mannequin. Thanks for watching.